and today we'll be speaking to Duncan Park, who's the Associate Director of Assessment at MANCOSA. MANCOSA is a registered and accredited private higher education institution, and they are a member of the Honoris United Universities. Today we'll be speaking about artificial intelligence and the impact it has on education, and specifically higher education institutions. MANCOSA recently published a press release, and it's titled "From the Stage to the Stage to this Guide to the Side." And basically, it speaks about generative artificial intelligence and the role it plays in our daily lives, essentially. So, while we know AI has been around for many years, I think over the past few years, it's really been more of a hot topic, and it's on everyone since when artificial intelligence sites like chatgpt came around. Everyone's speaking about it, and I think it plays a huge role, especially in education. So give us a bit of insight on how AI has changed the education landscape, more or less.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so it's a huge topic. I think that we should just acknowledge that to start with. And like you said, AI and generative AI in particular has become a kind of a trending topic with the launch, as you say, of OpenAI's ChatGPT platform and the incredible adoption that platform has experienced, where there's millions of people using this tool now. And I think it's probably because of that sort of widespread acceptance and adoption of the technology that it's become such a hot topic, and why it's now having such an impact on various sectors, and notably on the education sector. So I think that really, an important way for us to understand it is that it's part of a kind of lineage of technology over the past 20 years, which has impacted the role of education institutions and lecturers in the higher education landscape in particular. So, for example, it's probably been just about 20 years since there was the widespread adoption of the internet and the arrival of powerful search engine tools like Google and video platforms like YouTube, etc. And what really happened there is what's often referred to as the democratization of knowledge. So historically, higher education institutions enjoyed the luxury of being in a position where they were the custodians of knowledge, or we were the custodians of knowledge, and prospective students would come to us for that knowledge to be imparted to them. Now that knowledge is freely available and anyone has access to it. And AI and this generative AI has really taken things a step further, where it's no longer just an overwhelming overabundance of information available to you. You now have a tool that can sift through that information and give you succinct analyses of that information. And you can ask it questions, and it can go out and find it for you and give it back to you. And it can do tasks for you. It can write letters for you. It can do mathematical problems for you. It can write code for you. And really, it's an incredibly powerful tool. And it's really placing that kind of knowledge and that power in the hands of everyday people. And so I think that what's really important is that educational institutions have to think, what is the value proposition now? People don't come to us just for knowledge anymore. The knowledge is freely available. But I think that there's key skills that are required for people to kind of properly engage and use these sorts of technologies. And, first and foremost is critical thinking. You can't just accept knowledge that's available, that exists out there. The article or the press release that you mentioned earlier, like you said, the title was "From the Sage on the Stage to the Guide on the Side." And that's really a summary of what the role of an academic or an educator or a lecturer is in this context. You're not the sage with all the knowledge that people come and look at you on a stage and you impart it. Now that knowledge is available, and your role is to sit on the side and guide students through the exploration and engagement with that knowledge.
Thank you so much for watching. It was a really insightful chat. I hope you guys learned a lot. I know I did. And if you want to know more about MANCOSA, you can head to our website www.careersportal.co.za for any information you may need about what they offer, and also any information about studying in your future career. Comment down below your thoughts on AI. Are you afraid of it? Are you embracing it? We want to know. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like this video and subscribe to our channel for more.